Hello, welcome to day one of the Lookbook Live Challenge. So today we are going to do the section of the lookbook which I call Fun Find, and generally that's something we can give to other people as part of the celebration, and it might be a party favour or a thank you gift or something like that. So what we are going to do today for Valentine's Day is make a card to give to a loved one. So the design I have chosen, and there's lots of different ideas for you, so you can go creative and just surprise me, and I'd love to see all your photos in the Facebook group. So I've got some templates for you, but what we're going to make today, well, what I'm going to make is this card. Now, so that is using things that I had in my house, so I want to make it easy for you, and yeah, see what you can gather around from your house, as we've said in the materials guide, and then just have fun. So I will show you how I made this one in a moment. Okay, so in preparation for making your card, I hope you've gathered some fun stuff from your house. So might be a selection of different things, like I had in the suggested list. So you might have some wrapping paper, tissue paper. I think everyone's got some tissue paper. I also found some gift bags, and also you could have packets from things from food. So I found this biscuit packet, and as you can see I have used it for my card. So yeah, I thought these sort of shapes and speckles were quite nice with the light pink and dark pink. So yeah, food boxes, food packets, wrapping paper, tissue paper, etc. So alright, let's go and make a card. You will also have in the guide section, oops, no, you can't see it all, this sort of template sheet. So that gives you a selection of different sized hearts that you can use to cut out for your cards. Now, if you don't have a printer, that's all good. What you can do is pop this on the screen, so load up the file, and just make sure it's 100% size. Then using some baking paper on your screen, as you can see, this is what I did. So hold that up on the screen and very carefully, please do not scratch your screens. So use a soft pencil, not like a mechanical pencil which is quite sort of sharp and scratchy. So then just trace over the line on the screen, and that should then come out on this baking paper, which you can then either make sort of darker to help you cut it out. See the tracings. Yeah, so that's an easy way to get some shapes if you don't have a printer. So baking paper. Also in the guides you have a selection of different card designs, so some different ideas using the hearts that you had in the templates there. Again, you can use these if you like. You can trace the letters and cut them out, or print them out and cut them out if you like, or do your own design. Love to see your own design. So today for the sample I am going to make this, and you might think, wow, what is that going to look like? Yes, well, you would have seen that at the start, so it does turn out it looks a bit messy when you look at it as a template. So I've used these three hearts, which are the three ones on the side, the right hand side of the template sheet. So, and they are positioned in various places around the card to make the front interesting. Now, what I've chosen as my materials are some red tissue paper, some pink wrapping paper which has silver polka dots on it, and also the biscuit packet, like I said. So I'm just going to finish cutting this. So I'll grab a pair of scissors. You will need some sharp scissors, makes things a lot easier. I'll grab my template heart. So pop that over what you need. So what I did is just put the template heart on the various papers, roughly cut around so that I've got something easier to handle, and then you can do gently cut out, or more precisely cut out your actual template. Okay, so let's just finish this one off. and then we can stick them on. So just holding your fingers sort of along the edge so it doesn't sort of curl up or move, that you do get that line that you do want. Okay, so then we have our final piece for our card. Okay, now I'm using a standard C6 card, which is 10.5 centimeters wide and 14.8 centimeters high. So that gives you can get easy standard envelopes from Officeworks, blank cards as well from Officeworks. If you don't have that, maybe grab some paper at home. Just it's a half an A4 sheet, and then you fold that in. So that's half an A4 sheet, and then you fold that in half to make your card. So if worst comes to worst, just use a piece of paper and all is good. Okay, so I've got our pieces. You'll also need a piece of spare paper, which pop it under so that you can do gluing and don't glue your tablecloth or your whatever you're working on table. Don't want pieces of glue sticking forever on your good furniture. And a glue stick today. So what you can do is sort of just use your template as a guide, like here next to where you're working, just to have a look. So I'm just going to light off the camera here so that I will be able to have a look at it. Lay out your pieces sort of how they were on the template as your guide, or if you like, do your own thing. I'd love to see your creations. So for this piece, it's sort of ups and downs in terms of layering the hearts, which makes it interesting. It's just deciding who's going up and who's going down, and what looks nice when you're happy with your design. So a few will be off the card, and then we will cut them out, cut them off the edges so that they so that the card is back to the card shape. Okay, and then start gluing. Pop it where you would like. Alright, so with the tissue paper, be a little bit gentle so you don't rip it. You've just done all your good cutting. Now I've crinkled this tissue paper to make it a bit more of a textual interest. You don't have to, but it also makes for a bit easier. Sort of makes like it looks like you're supposed to have done it like that when you put it on, because sometimes you can't get tissue paper completely flat. Next one's the wrapping paper. This one's quite a thick wrapping paper, so it's easy to glue. Glue from the inside to the out. You noticed I started in and then went around, because what you really want is the edges to stick. That's the most important. If the middle doesn't stick quite so well, then that's not such a problem. Okay, my biscuit wrapper. So going from the inside out again. Oops. Another piece of tissue paper. Top here. So you can go to town. So many designs. Let your creativity flow. See what you come up with. And then, of course, as part of the challenge, I would love to see your pictures. So pop them in the Facebook group, and we can all have a look at what you came up with. Get more inspiration from everybody else. So there's not much original stuff out there. It's how you interpret stuff which makes it fun. using stuff from your home makes it nice and easy. That keeps the day special. Doing something to mark the day without needing to get stressed or overwhelmed. Just having fun with it. That's what I like. Okay, one last piece. A little bit over there. There we go. So all stuck down. Now they will be easier to cut once they're fully dry, but I will just have a go now so that you guys can see. And the easiest way is to actually turn it over, because then you get the line that you need to cut along. Makes it nice and neat. So careful with tissue paper, because it will sort of get that jagged cut if you move your scissors too far out of place. There we go, a few more pieces. Now I will also have an envelope template for you if you'd like an envelope if you are sending your card. If you don't have an envelope handy, as I said, Officeworks has some good suppliers of blank envelopes, blank cards, if you want to grab them. And if you want to print the templates that we have available, they're generally like pretty good, like next day sort of availability for printing. So if you don't have a printer at home or would like to print them, let's get this out of the way. And there we have it. What do you think? I like it. I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. So have fun with that, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.